thank you. And yeah, I'm anxious. I'm anxious, just like the fans are. I mean, most of us in boxing that work in boxing somehow are fans to begin with. So the fan in me is dying to come out. There's a lot of thought that we could do this fight, that fight. So I'm just, excited and can't wait. Once everything's safe and we're given the green light, I'm excited for what's in store for boxing.
There you go. I guess we could talk about a little bit about the boxing, right? Let's start out with the start of 2020, January. You guys gained a world champion and JoJo Diaz. Congratulations to him and you guys. He had a long journey. The first time for a world title didn't go his way against Gary Russell. He fought Tevin Farmer and he won that night. Just your overall reactions on JoJo's success and finally being a world title and representing Golden Boy.
Well, that one thing, when you get a fighter and you start working with him from zero, from his pro debut, and seeing him win a world title like JoJo did, it's very exciting, very fulfilling, because you see the dream come true, the dream become a reality. And with JoJo, it's extra special because, he had a couple of opportunities that slipped by him, but gained experience from it. And that's valuable. That's what a lot of times, the fans get really hard and everything, but once you gain experience and don't lose focus or don't lose the motivation, that's a dangerous fighter. And I saw that with JoJo. He's a very dedicated, very disciplined, very hungry, knows what he wants, and always had the talent. Just needed a little bit more experience. He has it now, and it's going to be hard as hell to get that title away from him.
Yeah.
He knows what he's worked so hard for it. He's now the world champion, and now he wants to unify. He wants the bigger fights, and he wants the bigger names.
There you go. Knowing, depending how the contract works, I know Farmer might have, he does have a rematch clause. Who knows if he's going to use it right away or, have him tune up to build up his self-confidence. But JoJo and Abner Mares has been going at it on Instagram. They talk about a great fight, especially in the LA area, because they're both from the California, LA area. And I think that would be a great fight for the fans and a way to start off, not to say start off boxing, but just overall, I think the boxing fans will be happy, especially two Mexican-American fighters for a world champion. And, for you, do you personally like that fight, or you think you want to go another route for JoJo at the moment?
Well, he does have the mandatory. They did want to exercise the rematch. However, with the coronavirus, everything was put on hold. He has a mandatory as well that, with the IBF. However, it's the natural, man. It's the natural fight. And like you said, it belongs in LA. It's a fight that if both sides want it, I mean, JoJo's been very vocal that he wants it. And yes, he wants the bigger names. And he knows of the responsibilities and commitment that come with winning the world title. But you gotta love that. He's not just looking for the easiest defenses and he doesn't need that. He has had one of the best build-up in the career. Fighting all the different styles, fighting everybody out there. So he's ready to fight anybody in the world. And as far as look, we worked with him the same way we worked with JoJo, from debut to world champion. I mean, the hardest time in a boxer's career from zero to world champion. And that's when he was at Golden Boy, won multiple world titles, hell of a fighter, never backs down from a challenge. That would be a great fight in LA if it could be done.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
There you go. You hit the key point in terms of things are on hold because of the pandemic. And just looking at the structure of the future of boxing with sporting events might be a little different with no crowd and whatnot. Do you feel like it hurts big fights in a no crowd? Like let's say Canelo, Saunders, Linares, Ryan Garcia, or even JoJo and let's say Tevin Farmer. Like, will that hurt in a way in terms of the fighters' pay? Does that hurt the sport in a way, knowing that you won't have that live crowd for those type of magnitude of fights?
Well, maybe it's different. I mean, we've never experienced that, or it's not what we are accustomed to. Part of these big events is not just the fight itself. I mean, obviously, you're not going to have a big event without a great fight, but it's also the ambience for that new fan that comes in, never been to a fight. Sometimes they don't even focus focus on, man, that was a great fight, because they don't know boxing yet, but they walk out of that arena saying, when's the next fight? Because that whole ambiente, that whole ambience of the crowd going crazy, cheering for one side, cheering for the other. So that is going to be missed, but I think it's temporary. As soon as we come out of the gate, we're going to make adjustments. We have to, for the safety of the fans, for the safety of the fighters, for the safety of everyone. But life will go back, hopefully sooner than later, to what we're all accustomed. In the meantime, we're going to have to deal with it. I mean, if there's fighters out there that say, I don't want to fight unless there's an audience, then okay, hold till we can get there. For those that say, look, I just want to fight, and whether it's, in a setting with no audience, no attendance, then I'm ready to go. There's enough fighters out there that you're going to be able to pick and choose, but they're going to be able to pick and choose and decide. But I think right now what we're waiting for, we're all salivating to get this started, but just to get the green light, I would say.
There you go. Even this week specifically, it's Cinco de Mayo today, and this week you guys usually are the main event, hosting the big, one of the most important dates of boxing in a yearly fashion, right? With Canelo's fighting in the Cinco de Mayo weekend. How weird did it feel for you knowing, I woke up on a Saturday morning, I'm like, it's fight day, and I'm like, wait, there's no fight today. I'm like, oh no, it just felt weird. I don't know if you had that same sense when you woke up saying, oh, there's no fight today, and it's Cinco de Mayo weekend.
You're right, because, obviously I said earlier that it's like day 50, 51, but around day 35, 40, something like that, I started realizing, hey, next week, we'd be all heading out to Vegas.
Yeah.
And then a few days later, I'm like, today would be the press conference. Then the next day, today would be the weigh-in. But Saturday is when it hit. And there was I got to say, there was a moment of man, today we would be, on stage and putting on one of the best fights of the year. And Canelo would be back in the ring and doing his thing. Sunday, it was like, today would be, enjoying. But again, with what's going on, it's not something that's going on in the boxing world. It's not something that's going on in the state. It's not something that's going on worldwide. So as much as we love boxing, as much as it's important to our life and to the fighters, it's bigger than that right now. And we got to get that under control. We got to win that battle so that we can get back into our regular battle, and enjoy the goal.
There you go. A lot of fans were asking me too. They were like, they're still skeptical or debating, right? They were like, Gustavo, so was it actually confirmed Canelo Saunders? Was Canelo going to fight somebody else? Like, I don't know the answer to that. The best one to ask is Golden Boy, and maybe, I guess we already passed that fight the week, right? So is there any way you could kind of say, like, yeah, he was scheduled to fight Saunders, or he was scheduled to fight somebody else for this past Saturday?
Well, the Saunders fight was the one that was looking more possible for this past Saturday. However, it was not final. So it wasn't done. So obviously, when this all started, with the pandemic, it put everything on hold. But was he going to fight May 2nd? Yeah. Was there several other options? Absolutely. With Canelo, there's always options because everybody wants to fight the top guy. Whether it's for the right reasons, back in the day, you want to fight the top guy to be the top guy.
Yeah.
Today, they want to fight the top guy because they feel it's the lottery. Whether they win, lose, or draw, they feel that, hey, that's the biggest thing. And I think that's one thing that's turned in the wrong direction. Go out there, beat the top guy, and then become the top guy and start making. But don't expect, because I'm fighting him, I'm beating him, but because I'm fighting him, I deserve what I've never seen before.
That you hit the money on the point. Like you said, who doesn't want to fight Canelo, right? And then just moving forward, depending on how the sport, when things come back, or when at least private events, is the plan still to do September for his return, and maybe a Triple G, as everybody was saying, for DAZN?
I've heard a couple things here and there. Triple G wants to do his mandatory. That confusing because a couple months before he wanted to fight Canelo, and now Canelo's like, yeah, we'll fight Triple G, and it's like, no, but I want to do my mandatory. So we're just hoping once this is over, as soon as we can get started, to start sitting back on the table, Oscar area, and start working on the biggest fights out there because the fans deserve it. We've always been match up tough, and there's not going to be any exception. I think it's even going to get tougher after this is all said and done.
There you go. Talking about matching your fighters tough, I do agree with the development of one Vergil Ortiz. He's a rising star. I think he has all the tools to become a future world champion in a year or two. I think he does have all the tools. I love his confidence. I love the way he improves in every fight. Just speak a little bit on the development of Vergil Ortiz, and also how do you feel he stacks up against the likes of like the Thurmans of the world, the Danny Garcias and the Errol Spence, because he's mentioned that he wants to fight those guys already.
You know, you always love to hear a fighter's confidence in himself and the team, but you hear it a lot. You hear it a lot when a lot of the teams come and we'll fight him, and they're in a pro debut or in their 4th round. Wait till we get 2 or 3 fights and we want to fight the Lomachenkos and all the, start going up in there. But as they develop, you start seeing something very special. Or you start seeing, okay, yeah, that's going to take a little bit longer. With Vergil, there's a couple different things. I mean, number one, there's tremendous talent. But along with that talent, there's a lot of discipline. And those 2 ingredients together in any fighter is it's a great fighter at the end of the day. But Vergil's a kid that knows what he wants as well. Vergil's a kid that's very disciplined, very quiet outside the room, but very loud inside the room. His record speaks for itself. I mean, the kid's already fought 2 former world champions, a contender for the world title in only 15 fights. He's ahead of a lot of these other fighters in his group. Is he ready for any of them? Little by little, yes. With all due respect, again, a fighter that I saw develop, from the beginning. Vergil's ready for a Danny Garcia. Vergil's ready for a Thurman. There's talks about Spence and all that. Another year and a half, 2 years, But gradually, every time you step them up, I was nervous about the Mauricio Herrera fight for Vergil. However, I like the fight for both sides because I said if Vergil's to lose, the experience gain.
Correct.
It's just going to make him the fighter. Mauricio's giving everybody a tough fight, including Danny.
Yeah.
He's a very difficult fighter to look with. Vergil's
made it look easy. Yeah.
Antonio Rosco after flying color. So every time you think, okay, we're going to see him struggle a little bit, learn, progress, he passes flight color. So that's where you're like, he's ready for that next level, ready for that next level. And we're just very, very, obviously, he was ready to fight a couple weeks prior to this. The show got canceled. He's staying ready because as soon as we get going, he's one of the ones that are going to get right back in the ring as soon as possible.
There you go. We just got a comment by one of your other fighters, Blair the Flair. He won't get past Blair the Flair. He's a great kid. I love him too. He just did. Golden Boy did a great actual a live IG live video with Billy Joe himself and another great fighter you guys have, James Wilkins. So you guys, great content. Another great fighter, Blair the Flair. What are your thoughts on Blair the Flair's comments?
You know what, Blair, I say it every time and time again. Blair is a kid, a man that you could see in the ring like we do. You could see out of the ring. But I also see Blair preparing Hollywood. And this guy's going to be on those Mad Max and Fast and Furious type movies, whether it's the villain or what. But you got to love him. He's the most exciting man in the world of boxing. And I got to give it to him. Look, that would be a hell of a fight, Vergil and Blair. Not yet, because I'd like to get it to where everybody knows who the other one is and anticipate it, but that would be a very fun fight.
There you go. Another great fighter that seems like is going in the right direction. I guess the next future superstar of boxing is one Ryan Garcia. He's done a great job the way he utilized social media, Instagram, Twitter. He had a great amateur career. But then again, there's some people that, like for me, as a media personnel, I respect any fighter that gets in the ring. And then there's fans that find a way to hate on this young kid. And people don't understand he's still a young kid. Everybody's talking about Ryan Garcia and Jorge Linares in July whenever things return. But do you feel like that's the fight that puts Ryan on the map and finally gains the respect from the public eye?
Yes and no. Yes and no. And the reason I say that is the fans of boxing are probably the most difficult fans of any sport to keep happy. And if Ryan and Jorge fight, and Ryan keeps doing what he's been doing, let's say he knocks out Jorge in the first round. Tomorrow, the next day, people are still going to say, but Jorge never had a chin, or Jorge was already on the down, he was... so they're never going to give Ryan the full credit. He may gain a percentage of those fans that right now don't believe him, but 100% no. And the proof is Canelo. Canelo's the number one. He's the face of boxing, yet he's still, every day, somebody has something negative, But that's boxing. Ryan now understands that. At first, it's new. Everything, at the beginning, they've never experienced that before. And I agree with you. At the beginning, he wanted to fight this guy and that guy. I give it to him. That's the fighter. But I was telling him, hey, Ryan, in due time. Wait till your body matures. Wait till you grow into it. The power is going to be also with the speed. That's where he is right now. I love the fight because it's a fight that determines not just speed, but also thinking in there. It's going to be a chess match in the first few rounds. Jorge still has some speed. Look how well he did with Lomachenko.
Yeah.
Everybody thought, it's an easy fight. I loved it from day one. I asked for that.
Yeah.
Because I said, Lomachenko's coming up. He's one of the top fighters in the world. They're not going to give us a big chance, so we got to take it.
Yeah.
And he did very good. Drop Lomachenko, was doing really good until Lomachenko snuck in that body shot. So it's a very good fight because at that point, if Ryan wins against Linares, the majority are going to announce dividends. It'll be a bigger win that Ryan has if he beats Linares than some of those world champions in his division have, even in world title fights. So it's a step in the right direction. And if Jorge wins, hey, the 3-division world champion, it's no slouch, and Ryan doesn't, too many people are worried with the zero. If you don't have a zero, you're not a great fighter. No. All the great fighters from back in the day, Abner Mares, Duran, Benitez, Leonard, they all lost. But they took risks and fought the best, and that's, to me, more important.
Now, you just took my other question in regards to if Ryan beats Linares, and in terms of names, recognition, and in terms of competition, he will be in there in the top tier of 135. For me, between him, Teofimo, and Devin Haney, I'll leave aside Lomachenko because he's in a different level in terms of he's been in the game for such a long time. I think that would be a great win for Ryan. He will make an argument with Teofimo Lopez. He beat a tough champion in Richard Comey. Devin Haney's also been, I think, out of all those names, he's been in the pros a little longer between Teofimo Lopez and Ryan. So, if Ryan beats that fight, I think, I hope people give him that respect moving forward. And if he beats him...
He deserves it.
Yeah.
He definitely would deserve it.
There you go. Tell me a little bit how you guys got in contact with one James Crunchtime Wilkins. He's actually from where I'm from in Staten Island. He's a great kid. He works very hard, and I was really impressed when he fought in I think it was in Texas in the Alamo Dome, right? Correct? There you go.
Yeah. So James is a very hardworking. Look, if you look at a lot of the fighters that we work with, there's one trait. Talent can get you so far. But I really like to look at that discipline and hard worker. And Ryan, going back to Ryan real quick, yes, he has a lot of people mistake because he's so active in social media and has so many followers. He must not be working in the gym. He's a very hard worker and a quick learner. So that's the talent. And again, you have a great fighter. With James Wilkins, tremendous story. Tremendous kid. I got his manager reached out to me, and Jason reached out to me, and then talking to me about James. I met him at a fight we were doing. I want to say Texas. I don't remember who was fighting right now off the top of my head, but I met him in person for the first time. Took pictures. I said he told me about a couple other offers he was having, and I saw energy. I saw something in the kid that, he was was very energetic, very confident of himself. And I said, okay, are you willing to keep training and be patient? And he said, yeah. I said, okay, give me a couple months. Let me get back to the office. Give me a few weeks or something, and I'll get you in the ring. And he said, okay. And we brought him up to LA. He fought. He's very exciting. Reminds me of fighters of the 80s, 90s, you know, with the flamboyant style. But when it comes down to throw, he'll throw. So I could see, I mean, he was already going to fight Avery Sparrow. And that night, even though it wasn't a big stage main event, that fight had me excited because you had two young, hungry kids willing to fight each other to see who would go up to the next level.
Yeah.
So about James told me a lot about Avery, and unfortunately it didn't happen because of issues with, you know, the weight and Avery. But right after that, you know, I sat down with the team of James and his management and said, look, couldn't fight that night. I'm sorry, but we're going to sign you. Don't lose focus. Don't lose motivation. We want to sign you, and there's going to be some big fights. And you know what? He's recently been in touch with me, you know, just checking in and everything. And I say, shout out to James. He's a great kid.
There you go. Quick little story about James. He was just in New York a couple days ago, and he texted me. He's like, AB, I'm here. And I was like, what do you want to do? You want to talk and catch up? You know, 6 feet apart? He said, no. He's like, I want to run. He said, you want to come run with me 7 miles? I was like, dude, I'm in quarantine. I was like, I don't even want to run. Like, I'm like, I'll do 2. He's like, no. He's like, we got to do 7. And like, I love the way he thinks in terms of getting ready. Like, even though he has no fight, he's like, 7 miles, let's go. He'll tell me, Gustavo, I might do 11 and I might get a full workout after. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. Like, it's 1 a.m. He's like, I don't care. And I was like, wow, like, you know, he impresses me a lot. And I know he went back to Texas recently because everything's open over there. So he's training again full time. I was like, this kid is dedicated, and I like those type of kids.
Absolutely, you have to, and those are the kids that are going to get the most of this, because once this pandemic is over and we get green lighted, we're going to call everybody. And those that say, well, I just got back into the gym, okay, you need 8 to 10 weeks. But those that say, all I need is a couple weeks, 3-4 weeks, because I've been training, then go in, start doing your sparring, and go. It reminds me a lot of Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah.
You know, he has that spark and that non-stop energy, and in the ring, I think we're going to see a new era, but Crunch Time Wilkins still would have really passed.
There you go. You also was leading up to my next question about the green light. When the green lights are on, is it going to be a competition in terms of, you know, Golden Boy works hand in hand with the Zone, and also sometimes you guys work shows with Matchroom and whatnot, so you guys have your own network, ESPN, Top Rank, Showtime, and PBC and Fox. Is it going to be very hard to like is it going to be very competitive and say, you know what, when green light is open today, next week you guys gonna have a fight, they're gonna have a fight? Is that gonna you feel like that's gonna be that moving forward, competition, trying to fill up fight dates as soon as possible and stack them and oversaturating them?
Look, normally, and this is how I see it and we see it at Golden Boy, is just do your thing. And let's focus on our shows and our fighters and try to make the best fights for the fans and for the fighters. I don't see it as, oh, wow, you know, they're putting on shows, so we got to put on a show. At the end of the day, there's going to probably be that multiple shows going on. Guess what? That's great for the fans. It's going into the buffet, and then they can pick and choose what is good for them or what they prefer. As far as what I would like to see is more of the, let's do cross promotions. Look, Golden Boy has been one of the promoters that has worked with every promoter out there. We could work with Don King. That wasn't easy. Yeah. We worked with Top Rank several times, and we've done many fights with Top Rank. We've worked with Matchroom many times. Good relationship with Eddie Hunt and Frank and everybody out there at Matchroom. We've worked and done fights with BBC. So, Kathy Gruba made events. Everybody. We work with everybody. As long as the fight makes sense and they're good fights, we're willing to work. In fact, one thing we were talking about is I'd love to do some kind of let's do some kind of like the football, you know, the conferences and the champions move on to the Super Bowl. put everybody's best against everybody's best.
Yeah.
And division by division. And then you know what? At the end of the day, the fans win, boxers win, boxing win. And I'm confident in our guys. I think Golden Boy wins at the end of the day too.
Yeah, that is true. And I think one of those divisions I feel like we need one of those is like 160, 168. It's red hot. A lot of great talent. Canelo goes up and down, and that's, congratulations Canelo, because he's made history representing Mexico. He's now a 4-division world champion. Correct me if I'm wrong. 54, 60, 68, 75, right? There's a lot of talent, and just moving forward, if we was to make a division, a tournament, right, the best of the best from 60 to 68, what are the 8 names you would have that includes Canelo, I guess? Like, winner for...
I think at 68, obviously Canelo, Benavides, Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, add Danny Jacobs back in there in the mix. I have to add our kid Beck. He only had 4 or 5 fights, but Bully, oh my God, he's gonna shock a lot of people. He's a beast. I'm missing somebody.
I'll name you some. For 160, we have Triple G, Charlo, Andrade.
Triple G has to, let's just throw him in that 68 because obviously that's where all the big names would be.
Yeah.
Andrade had said he would go up to 68, and then Billy Joe Saunders. I don't know if I mentioned him.
Yeah, you did mention him. We also have Derevchenko, Charlo that might eventually move up to 168 as well. It's a great time of boxing. So for example, I know that you mentioned how everybody wants to fight Canelo and how they need to kind of earn their spot in getting those big fights, because I know Canelo has worked a hard way to getting to where he is today. It's not easy, and you guys have done a great job from the time where I remember you guys put him in with Mosley at the time. You guys put him in with Austin Trout, where a lot of people thought it wasn't the right time to put Canelo with Trout, and he passed that test. Floyd Mayweather, it wasn't an easy test, but he lost to the best at the end of the day. He got better.
Canelo right now. Okay, yeah, of course he will. But that's what they need to do. Go to the play. I mean, and don't get me wrong, both of them are world champions. Both of them are undefeated. But they don't have that significant win to say, I've earned it this way. So, by Charlo and Dimitri fighting, the winner there, now all I are going to be saying, hey, this kid looks so good, unless it's a real hard-born fight, but this kid looks so good. Man, that's who we want to do because he's a top name. He deserves it. So that's how it should be. There should be some kind of, like a playoff, an eliminator, or say, and then they move on to fight the big names in every division, unless they're really, hey, I'll go in there, I'll fight the big name, and not make it so difficult when it comes to the pen and paper. And then if you win, okay, now the cards are on your side. Now, okay, hey, you deserve it, but they have to learn from the old days. They were willing to take a bigger base, not just. It's always been a business for the fighter. Obviously, that's what they provide for the family, but they have to start thinking more like the fighters of past. Legacy. With legacy and greatness, the money's gonna come.
Okay. I think one fight that maybe if you would have asked us last year, a fight that maybe not a lot of people would demand it, at 154, I believe he's your champion too, Patrick Teixeira, the WBO champ. And then the guy that just became unified champ, Jason Rosario. You have Brazil versus Dominican Republic.